Davey D, your thoughts are very valuable. What'd you think of tonight's movie pre-screening and the Force and the panel?
I think the movie has the potential to be good if there was the other side of the story. Because of the position of police, the institutional support that police get, and the narratives that are constantly put out there, they wind up being heroes even when there are things that are wrong. You're not going to walk away from this film feeling like there's something wrong with the Oakland Police Department, even as we saw something's wrong. And the reason why is there's no balance there. He was embedded in the police department, and I think having covered a lot of the scenarios that they talked about, there's another side to it. I was at those rallies that they showed on the bridge and on the freeway, and when Wilkes got shot and when Perkins got shot, and saw that they didn't have the Demaria Hogg situation, and I was there for that and actually got pictures. There's trauma that many people in the community felt, and seeing how folks have overcome that trauma, and even having it acknowledged wasn't necessarily there. Chief Went came across as a genuine guy who wanted to do this reform that had a huge contradiction because his wife was in communication with, the girl. Plus, there was no mention of the fact that the officer involved killed himself and killed his wife.
Right.
So that's a big, that's the thing, like, what? That was left out. How do you leave that out? So, Libby Shaft, they showed her spending her first day at the police department, but you didn't see the community's reaction to that.
Right.
And her policies that she put in immediately afterwards that many people feel changed the culture. She shut down nighttime protests, but then she picked a group that had nothing to do with any sort of, nighttime vandalism, which was her excuse for doing that. So those types of things, when they're left out and you don't have that backstory, leaves this film ripe for misinterpretation, and at the very least will support the perception. So you already saw it. Girl got up and said there's no bad cops. She questioned that, right? Because she doesn't see the trauma that others are doing it. She's thinking like people are just walking out on freeways and protesting because everything's okay. Or that they just have a misunderstanding, and it's much more deeper than that. So to me, it would have been good to go all in on the police and show this side as he did with them being embedded. But I think you have to have what's it like if you were embedded with the activists.
Right.
What are they going through? Those families, Demaria's family, you want to see some trauma.
Wow.
Let's talk about the trauma of people who were there that day when he was sleeping in his car. That's kind of the deal.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it.